Well, if you thought pickups, you're absolutely right. And we're not talking about any ordinary pickup. We're talking about the all-new Nissan NP 300 Navara, also known as the king of pickups. The NP 300 Navara is the 12th generation hard-working pickup to be introduced by Nissan in the Singapore market. When you hear the word pickup, you'll probably be thinking, what can you actually talk about a pickup in terms of its looks, or even style, or even comfort? That's where you're absolutely wrong. With the all-new NP 300 Navara, Nissan introduces a whole new level of style, comfort, and a whole lot of tech. Now let's talk a bit more about the Nissan Navara's engine. Well, it has a 2.3-litre, 4-cylinder double overhead camshaft or DOHC diesel unit. It has 190 bhp with an astounding 450 Nm of torque in a rev range of 1,500 to 2,500 RPMs. The NP 300 Navara is available in a 6-speed manual transmission and is the only pickup in Singapore that is equipped with a 7-speed automatic transmission. The fuel tank holds 80 litres and it does about 15.4 kilometers per litre while putting out only 172 grams of CO2 per kilometer.
I've always been in love with a car or a vehicle that offers you a commanding view of the road, and with the king of pickups, man am I impressed. The Navara looks tough and rugged, but with chrome bits in the front, grille mirrors and even door handles, you do really get a handsome pickup in the Navara. And adding to that, you have its signature V-motion motif, which flows from the grille into the hood. And thanks to a fully boxed ladder frame design and rigid construction, you know it's being built on a solid foundation. We also have 16-inch alloys, which adds to its premium feel of not being just another pickup. The 5-link rear suspension in the NP 300 Navara provides better handling, ride comfort, and off-road capability. Off-road, the NP 300 Navara delivers improved capability by having the shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive system that lets the driver switch between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive with a simple twist of a dial at speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. The NP 300 Navara also features independent double wishbone front suspension with front stabilizer.
And this is what the Navara is all about: cargo space. And in the rear, if you notice, the Navara has this really cool looking sports roll bars, which have been fitted to provide extra support if you're carrying bulky items.
If you think Navara is going to have an interior of a pickup, well, here is where you're going to be pleasantly surprised. The designers of the Navara have styled the dashboard featuring a gentle sweep from the center panel to the door side, with a 3-dimensional rich sections in order to offer a feeling of spaciousness. The layout of the Navara is quite intuitive and ergonomic with its use of high-quality materials. The NP 300 Navara comes standard with leather upholstery. Wow, that is really impressive. And for the rear seat passengers, we even have rear air conditioning air vents for additional comfort. The cabin's interior is really spacious and comfortable, a far cry from the days of pickups we used to know. The dashboard sports multiple easy-to-read dials, plus a large center console with a full array of intuitive features. The leather-wrapped steering wheel has controls such as Bluetooth, hands-free phone system for the busy tauge to answer his handphone, plus audio controls for easy and safe driving. The Advanced Drive Assist Display, or ADAD, provides multiple screen options in the center of the dashboard between the tachometer and speedometer dials, meaning drivers can view information at a simple glance. The AD&D display options include fuel economy, distance to empty, audio information at a simple glance. The center console also offers concealed storage and larger storage pockets, which are also conveniently located in the driver and passenger doors. Other storage options include overhead sunglasses holder and flip-up rear seats with storage areas concealed underneath.
So when Nissan contacted us and asked us about grabbing the Navara, I was kind of excited because it's our very first commercial vehicle. And it's not like I've never driven a pickup or a van before, but this was really exciting for me because it was a chance for us to give you viewers out there a whole new look on what pickups are all about. And with the Navara, you're getting a whole lot more. First of all, this is a twin cab design vehicle, which means that it actually affords you to have 4 people or up to 5 actually, inside the car. So and it looks exactly like a car itself. I mean, if you get behind the wheel, you won't even know that you're in a pickup. Of course, the good thing about it is you've got a whole bunch of space on the deck in the rear, which you can carry a whole bunch of equipment or anything that you might, goods that you want to actually carry aboard. And I actually did a clip where I had a whole bunch of people, guys helping me to stand on the deck just to show you how much space the Navara has. And in terms of power-wise, that was something which really surprised me as well. You've got 190 horses on board the Navara. 190 horses. If you look at that in terms of passenger vehicle, that is really, you're talking about things like a BMW, Porsche even, that has that kind of power. And in terms of torque, now that's another killer thing for me. 450 Newton meters of torque. You're talking about a lot of power, which is once again sports car kind of power in this vehicle. So lots of pulling power, but once again it's needed because you might be carrying the equipment on board, so it's heavy and you need the extra pulling power, which the Navara actually affords you. So the whole display, the whole layout of the Navara is once again very, very car-like, which really I think is the idea that Nissan is trying to bring across, that when you drive a pickup, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the tauke sitting in driving this, but it can be anybody who has a business, whether it's in the construction business, it could be any business. As long as you have a business, this is definitely the vehicle that you might want to choose. And one thing which I personally love, and I'm saying this over and over again whenever I've taken things like BMW X6 and X5, is this vehicle gives you an amazing commanding view of everything in front of you. All right, so that's the beauty about driving this Navara, which I really super love, because I can actually see everything in front of me and even in the back. And that being said, it also the Navara also comes only for the automatic version, of course. It comes with a reverse camera, so you have no problems at all parking this baby. In terms of control-wise, yes, it feels a tad heavy in the steering wheel, but other than that, when it's on the move, it's really quite nimble. It's really easy to drive. I've even got my wife to drive the Navara, and she didn't have any complaints about driving this vehicle because it's really that easy to drive. Anybody can actually drive this car, this van, the pickup basically. If you're looking for a pickup for your business, whether it's big or small, and you want the comforts of a car, well, I think the Navara is definitely one vehicle that you might want to check out. So to find out more about the Navara, head on down to any of the Nissan showrooms once again, either Alexandra or Ubi. Get behind the wheel and be impressed with the Nissan NP 300 Navara.
Alright, so what do we think of the Nissan NP 300 Navara? It's not a car, it's not a sedan, but it's a lot more than that. It gives you the ability to carry not only passengers, but cargo at the same time, and with such great comfort, power, and everything that you're looking for, whether it's a car or whether it's a pickup. So if you're watching this from Singapore and you're thinking to yourself, I want to get my hands on the Nissan NP 300 Navara, how much is it going to cost me? Well, the Navara is available in two variants. We have the one which is in manual transmission, which is going to cost you $131,800, or the automatic transmission, which is going to cost you $135,800 inclusive of COA. And the road tax is an affordable $372 annually. We want to say a big thank you to Tan Chong Motor Sales Private Limited for allowing us to have the Nissan NP 300 Navara for our presentation. To find out more about the Navara and the rest of the Nissan range, head on down to their showrooms at Alexandra Road and also at Ubi. Well folks, this wraps up yet another episode of Revv. We certainly hope you enjoyed this episode, and to find out more about the Navara and the rest of the cars we have reviewed, head on down to our website at the link below. Till we catch you again, drive safe.